Hello there, Fernanda. Alright, so well done for getting your work in, and let's have a good look at this. So society has a lot of laws and regulations that protect the content industry, which is called copyright. Okay, people around the world create videos, music, and artistic work, and for this reason they need these rules. Check your spelling, it's not this rules, these rules. So we can't say create broadcasting, they can't say that. Okay, also what kind of people are we talking about? Are we talking about firemen? No. What I'm trying to say is that we can use a more specific one. Okay, so creative people around the world produce artistic works such as videos and music, and for this reason they need these rules. This is we'll discuss both sides using examples from the music industry and patent law to demonstrate points and support arguments. What I'm doing there is just making this sentence 100% relevant to your arguments, okay, to your essay, and you need to do that in the next essay, okay? Firstly, copyright laws provide creative people support and safety to continue improving new creations. Good. Improving new creations or improving their creations. I think the latter sounds better. It's necessary because there are consumers in every country looking for read-only, upload music or videos, and not always this is illegal, but does not mean it is a crime. Okay, I'm getting a bit confused. So you're saying creative people need support and safety to continue making new work, and this is necessary because consumers in every country are looking for new music and material to improve their quality of life. Okay, then it would have corresponded with your first point. Okay, now it gets a little bit complicated if we're saying read only, upload, and all the rest. Okay, for example, when somebody downloads music from the internet, this could have copyright infringements depending on the site. Okay, so Fernanda, we also need to put a therefore sentence, okay? I can't really correct this. I did grammatically, but I couldn't correct it because I didn't really get what this meant, okay? So it's important to go for simple arguments. It's also important to put something like, consequently, although these rules can restrict creativity, they also ensure a safe income for the original creators. Okay, and what we're doing now is just repeating the argument and closing the paragraph in a coherent manner. Okay. Secondly, this society could not function better without rules or regulation, and each country makes their own. So we're okay up to here. Okay. Each country make your own. Really don't get that, so that would need to be rephrased. For example, when a movie is written for one person, if there's not patent law or copyright, anyone could say that it was their own production. Therefore, some laws exist that can protect the work overseas, but unfortunately for other situations not. Okay, so I don't really get that point either. All right. So I'm just trying to rephrase this now. Okay, so Fernanda, I think what would really be beneficial, okay, would be to look at a sentence structure and just look at clauses, okay? Like there's 3 types of sentences, and just review those types, okay? And try and implement them into your next essay. Another exercise you can do is find some sample task 1 essays and then look at the sentence, cover it up and write it from memory, okay? And do this for maybe 2 or 3 essays a day, and we'll soon see a big improvement in your essay writing, okay? So let's go. To conclude from the examples and arguments given, I agree that copyright laws reward creativity by protecting against infringement or exposure. Good. Rules are really necessary, and without them the content industry would not have control over images, music and films, and all that everybody can see in the media. Very good conclusion there. Good work. So some good vocabulary. Okay, 2 things. We need to review the sentence structure, have a look online, do some online exercises, and also remember to use the acronym regarding your paragraph construction. Okay, let's have a look at the next piece. So each graphic shows the percentage of calorie sources in different life periods. So it would be better here to say the bar chart shows the percentage of calorie intake of different foods in different life periods, or even better, in 4 different food groups for 3 different life periods. Okay, and then possibly just put comma 0 to 24, 25 to 49, over 50 or 50 plus, full stop. Okay, so it's sort of like just a quick overview basically. All right, not totally specific, but showing that there's 4 different groups, 3 different life periods. Okay, each group has different percentage of food intakes. Good. Of the age group 0 to 24, 40% of calorie sources were from dairy, comma, followed by about 20% for meat, pulses and vegetables. Well done for grouping those together. That's exactly what I want to see. So well done there. Shows you were paying attention to the course. While 50% and 20% came from meat, the majority of the group was meat. Okay, so here, while the majority of the calories in the 25 to 49 group came from meat, this was followed by 25% for dairy, 15% for vegetables and 10% for pulses. Good, so good list there, and we've already covered half of the chart already just by your expert grouping there, so really good work there, Fernanda. Calories sometimes not refer about nutrients, so don't mention anything about nutrients because nutrients are not on the chart. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Regarding the over 50s, 15% of the calorie intake came from dairy, 20% from meat, and more than 60% of the calories came from pulses. Full stop. The smallest amount of calories came from vegetables with 10%. Full stop. Well done for noting this as well. So we know what information to choose. We just have to review the grammar structures in order to express it correctly. Okay. So here, if we look at the academic task 1 course, we say overall, and we finish with an overall paragraph. So let's see. Overall, in all ages, there is no balanced intake of foods. Very good. Full stop. Okay, we don't mention our changes. This is objective, so we can't say stuff like nutrition or that they need to change because it's just objective. We should not really include any subjective information. Okay, so let's see. Here we do an overall view, and we say overall each year each group had a clear favourite. At the early stages it was dairy, in the middle stages meat, and at the final stages pulses. Okay, so this is what we need. We don't want to be putting recommendations in there. Alright, Fernanda, so what I want you to do now is implement all the corrections you've heard, update your error list, send me the updated error list, send me the corrected work, and then write me 2 new pieces of work and check them for mistakes that you've made in your previous ones. Okay? You're doing really well. I want you to carry on improving and get that work back to me as soon as possible. Okay, Fernanda, keep on writing. You're doing really well, and I'm pleased with your progress. All the best.